Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sausage Roll Experiments. Today's experiment is all about cheese. How the cut of the cheese affects the flavour and texture of the sausage roll. So I've grated some cheese here and I've cubed very small some cheese here. It's the same cheese. It is a strong cheddar cheese. It's a strength 5. Which is a good strength. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix it in with the sausage meat, and we are going to see how this affects the final product. Do we want an overall? Because I expect this cheese, the grated cheese, you won't be able to identify it within the sausage. It'll just give a general flavour. Whereas I'm hoping with the cubes we will get little pockets of cheese. So let's get this all into the mixing bowls. What we're also going to do is we're going to add some fried onions. Now I've fried this just a few moments ago. I've let it cool. It is, I've done about half an onion, a little bit of salt, and I did finish with a little bit of Worcester sauce at the end. So we're about half in each. Adds flavour, adds a bit of bulk, adds texture, and it goes incredibly well with cheese. Okay. We're also going to add a little bit of pepper in with each, just a bit of black pepper. And now we will add our sausage meat. So this is about 400 grams. We want it roughly equal. And for the cheese, I've went for 35 grams per batch. So let's get these mixed up. We will start with this one. Just got to get your hands in there. I do expect with the heat of my hands there will be a little bit of cheese may melt a little, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's all going to melt together anyway. I want an even distribution. I want every bite to taste the same near enough. I'm not too worried about cross-contamination because the flavours are pretty much the same, so we'll just get straight in and mix together. Now with this one, we'll try for an even distribution, but that's going to be a little bit harder to do. But the pieces are very fine, so I'm hoping that each bite will still have some cheese in it. The oven is preheating, pastry is pre-cut, which as always is the cheapest puff pastry I could obtain. Okay. We're going to make a batch of 8. We're going to make 4 of each type. So. Okay. So let's go with the grated cheese first. Go roughly even distribution. I don't think it's perfect, but it'll have to do. We'll compact it a bit and we'll try and shape it into a sausage shape. The cheese and the onion add a nice bit of bulk, so they should be hopefully quite thick within. So we'll take our pre-prepared egg wash, which is just a beaten egg and a dash of milk. And we're going to put that across the pastry just to create a seal. And we'll roll these up as tight as we can reasonably make it. We'll press them down slightly, just to give them a bit of shape. We'll get our next four prepared. This, of course, will be our cubed cheese. Okay, and as before, we'll distribute this into 4 pieces as best we can. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course, but we'll do our best to get an even distribution. Okay, we'll form little sausages again. You can see the little cubes of cheese throughout. And again, we'll get our egg washed down. Get these sealed up nice and tight. So to identify them, we will do 3 on the grated, 3 slices that is. That was a bit much. Then we'll do 4 going the other way on the dice. Now we'll get these into the preheated oven. I've got it preheating to 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 Fahrenheit, and these are going to go in for around about 25 minutes. So we'll be back for the taste test soon. Okay, welcome back. So, interesting things happened in the oven. A lot of grease has came out of the all of the sausage rolls. Say grease is obviously the fat of the cheese. Now I've had to let them cook for quite a while. I've had them in for 32 minutes. I didn't want to leave them any longer. They are looking greasy on the outside, but it's all in the taste. It's all in the taste. We've got pork meat, we've got cheese, we've got pastry. Of course, it's going to be greasy. Anywho, we're here to taste them hot. So we'll start off with the grated cheese first. Give it a centre shot. Okay, nothing really to see as such. We're going to try a piece, see if there's any cheesiness. Okay, these aren't holding the shape particularly well. That basically fell apart. That. Get a fork for this. Okay, so what's the flavour like? Okay, tastes good. Not getting a lot of cheese. I've got a feeling that this is one of the ones we need to let cool. It's I mean, there is an aftertaste of cheese. Don't get us wrong here, but I do feel that once this cools, it's going to be better. Anyway, let's have a look at the chunky cheese. Nothing to particularly see, but we'll have a little taste. Okay, this one seems to be keeping itself together easier. Now that one tastes so much cheesier. It's like the flavour's coming through much stronger in the chunky cheese one. So hot, I definitely prefer the chunky cheese. Now, we'll let them both cool, because I've got a feeling that both of them are going to be even better when they're cool. So we'll be back after I've fridged and cooled these down. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to do the final taste test up today, which is the cold. These have been in the fridge for a good hour, so they are cooled through, everything's set. So we're going to give them a try. So we're starting off with the grated cheese. Nothing obviously cheesy about it, but okay, you can definitely taste that there's cheese in there. It's an aftertaste as much as anything. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if it really adds a lot. So let's try the cube cheese. Have a look at that, see if it's any different. There's a little piece of cheese within that. be honest, there's not much overall difference. There's still the hint of cheese. The cubes did give little bursts. I think the cube cheese is slightly better, marginally so, I have to admit. It's only because the side by side can you really tell the difference. So if you were to do it, I would recommend the diced method. It is slightly cheesier, but both you do get some cheese flavour. Okay, so thank you for watching. Any recommendations, any comments, please let me put them in the comments. If you got any tips on how to make this one better, please tell me. And of course, if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll know to make more of these videos.